Good morning, Blue Jays fans, and welcome to Jays Latest. I'm your host, Craig Borden, and we're going to talk all things Toronto Blue Jays post trade deadline. It's going to be a fun time today. So, we collected a lot. Just saying. Collected a guy that has got insane amounts of hardware. We have a guy that used to destroy us from the opposition of the Seattle Mariners, and we also picked up a young flamethrower that would be in our bullpen. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Blue Jays do with these pieces. But let's talk the big trade first. So the Blue Jays acquired Shane Bieber from the Cleveland Guardians, and Bieber has been an incredible pitcher for years. Beautiful thing about him is I think we actually might have gotten him on a deal for coming back from Tommy John's surgery. Giving up number 5 prospect who I love. I'm sad to see him go, but Cal Steven is going to be in the minor league system for the Cleveland Guardians now. He also becomes like their 7th prospect, so that's technically a demotion, I think. Yeah, but anyway, Cal Stevens having a great year in the minors and traded up straight up for Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber has a very impressive resume. He's the 2020 American League Cy Young Award winner along with the Triple Crown. He was an All-Star in 2019 and 2021, All-Star MVP in 2019, and he's also most recently won a Gold Glove in 2022 for the Guardians. Not Justin Bieber, just like his Players Day uniform set a few years ago. Still hilarious, by the way. But anyways, he is going to add to a very, very impressive Toronto Blue Jays starting rotation, and in the very near future. Yes, I did say he's coming back from Tommy John surgery, but he has already been pitching rehab starts and doing very, very well in those rehab starts. So as it goes, I think he's got 2 outings, about 11 innings or so. He's got 11 strikeouts too. So clearly the velocity and everything is there. It's going to look good. Mark DeRosa on the MLB network said he actually was at one of his more recent minor league starts, and it was very, very impressive. He said this he's going to be a monster going down the stretch. This is the exact wording. So I love this. I think it's great, and not to mention there is an opportunity for this front office to turn around and do what they did with Jose Barrios and sign him to something a little bit more permanent after this rental deal that we basically just got him on. So good things, because we are going to need pitching, because there is going to be free agency and stuff like that for the Blue Jays' current pitching rotation with Mad Max and Chris Bassett being free agents at the end of the season. So next things next. We get Ty France and Louis Varland from the Minnesota Twins. Kind of feel like Ty France is a throw-in when you trade Alan Roden and Kendry Rojas. I'm sad to see Roden go because I think he's going to be a monster, but Louis Varland is a legit 100% a great arm out of the bullpen, but he could be a starter. But he throws smoke party people. In 49 innings this year, he has a 2.02 ERA in 51 games, a 1.1 whip with 47 strikeouts. So Varland is the big piece to this trade, and it's going to be very interesting to see him helping set up with Sir Anthony Dominguez in the back of this bullpen once Jimmy Garcia finishes his rehab assignment here in the coming weeks. This bullpen shaped up really nice for the Toronto Blue Jays post-trade deadline, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it all comes together. And to that point, hopefully locks down what we have seen is an issue of late. Ty France being the other part to this trade. Nothing crazy here. 6 home runs, 44 RBIs, and 30 of those are with runners in scoring position. He has been hitting the ball very, very well with runners in scoring position. The beautiful thing about France is he can play first base. He's played a little third. He could DH. It's another great piece for John Schneider and the management to, quote unquote, work with the next man up. Power hitting right-handed bat. He's had a great career up to this point, but at the age of 31, he has definitely taken a step back. He's going to be a 10 to 20 home run threat, but he's only a free agent at the end of the year, too. So at the end of the season, hopefully he's just that big role player that they could use as a thumper off of the bench like they've been using. So Minnesota Twins give us a pair, and we also had a very, very low-flying, under-the-radar trade. Brandon Venezuela from this prospect from the Padres was traded straight up for Will Wagner. So Will Wagner heading to San Diego to help them out with a monster bolstered lineup themselves. Um, Blue Jays obviously looking for catching depth, and they saw a chance to get a pretty decent prospect from the San Diego Padres right here. So good times. But looking around, obviously, there's a lot that happened yesterday. A lot. Cedric Mullins is on the Mets. The Yankees unfortunately got way too many bullpen pieces. So our competition got better. And it's not a good thing for the Toronto Blue Jays. But at the end of the day, we are going to do what we need to do and go from there. So as the go from there part goes, the Toronto Blue Jays are going to be having and hosting the Royals this weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see. They don't have officially announced the starter for today, but Michael Wacha will be pitching for the Royals. He's currently 4-9 with a 3.53 ERA, 90 strikeouts, and it's going to be a fun time down the stretch here. August is always the dog days. Blue Jays are going to kick it off against the Royals this evening. And we are going to talk all things Toronto Blue Jays right here on Jays Latest. So make sure you tune back in every day. We're going to talk all things Blue Jays news, how the team's doing, what we could be doing better maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the Blue Jays look to build off of the final win they had in the Orioles series after getting beat up for 4 games in a row. Cheers, everybody. Go Blue Jays.